Hey guys, you're listening to Vol, and we're watching a game of Warcraft between Todd and Grubby. This is my favourite Warcraft 3 matchup. I'm not talking about humans versus orcs here, although it is humans versus orcs. What I'm talking about is these two players. Johan Merlot is the French human player. Down at the bottom right, top right position is the red human in this map, and his opponent is Emmanuel, the very famous orc player from the Netherlands. And I really love watching these guys go at it. They're a very old couple of players from the scene. And Todd is my favourite Warcraft 3 human player of all time. And Grubby's like his arch nemesis. Both of these guys used to belong to Four Kings, which was the big pro gaming team, probably the best Warcraft 3 team around. But that is no more, and both of these players are playing for different clans these days. Grubby is with Meet Your Makers, very famous top real-time strategy gaming clan. And Johan Merlot, the human player Todd, has sort of been running around a few different clans. He was in Mao's Sports for a period of time, and then he joined Gravitas. I'm not sure if he's still with them. I think he still is. He's got his nickname is GG.Tod for this game, so I assume that's Gravitas Gaming is what that stands for. I'm not sure if it stands for some clan called Good Game, but remains to be seen. Anyway, humans versus orc, Todd versus Grubby. This is where it's at for me. This is what I always come back to Warcraft 3 for. I don't often play Warcraft 3, but I always check out replays if it's between these two guys. Very excited to see who comes out on top. It's usually Grubby who wins out of these two guys, but we'll see for today. Todd is sending out some militia straight away. I'm not sure if you guys noticed this in his build, but he actually sped built his altar using an extra peon to make sure his Archmage came out a little bit more quickly. This is so that he could power creep like this without being harassed too quickly by Blade Master. And if I didn't say so before, the map is Road to Stratholme, and I can't emphasize how relieved I am that the Esports League has actually introduced new maps, because Warcraft 3 was using the same pool of maps, the same Tidal, Twisted Meadows, Knollwood, Turtle Rock, Terranastan for years and years, and they really needed a breath of fresh air, changed the maps up, and they've finally done that. So in this best of 3 game, we're starting out on Road to Stratholme, and by the way, this game is for the Battle.net European Regional Finals. So both players looking to stake out some pride and success in the original finals here. And maybe bringing you guys game 2 and 3, maybe not, but at least this is game 1, so enjoy it while you can. Yeah, we're definitely underway here. Todd creeping away. He's definitely hit on the creeping, and Grubby's decided not to harass him at all. It usually sort of fares better for the humans that they're left alone in the early game to creep. Usually what I see Grubby do is send his Blade Master across the map to just get some kills and creepjacks using the invisible Blade Master, and just pick off some low hit point creeps as the humans are creeping them. Excuse me. But no, Todd has been left alone to his own devices, and he's got his Archmage up to level 2, almost level 3. Once you can get those level 2 water elementals rocking, then he'll definitely be in tip-top shape. But we'll just have to see what Grubby decides to do. He's been creeping fairly cautiously so far, wanting to get his Great Blade Master up to a decent level. And it's only now that I see him on the minimap heading across to see if he can do some damage, really. But finally we've got the orcs catching up to the humans. Archmage hit level 3 now, but the Grave Master is not too far behind. He's 2.5, should we call it, level 2 with halfway to level 3. And now it's time for creepjacking. But Todd is the master of defending against creepjacks, and there you go, killing his own footman to prevent the Blade Master from getting experience from it. Wants to keep the Blade Master as far behind on experience as possible. Building an Arcane Vault apart from his space, I guess, for 2 reasons. Maybe he's hopeful the Orc player doesn't spot it there, and number 2, it's closer to his army, so he can actually get items a little bit more quickly and effectively. He's got a Scout Tower being built in his home base, just in case that Orc Blade Master decides to run in and harass peons. Not a bad idea if you ask me. And in this little battle here, the Archmage is trying to avoid being clobbered in the head, but isn't quite succeeding. Has finally managed to get away, but not before taking some hits there. And the humans are still just creeping every opportunity they can. Always good to see. I mean, pro players like these guys are really great at multitasking, really great at keeping their opponent's forces occupied while they creep away with just the minimum number of forces they need to creep securely. But Grubby's going to be able to get the kill there on that little rogue wizard creep. Blademaster so effective for doing that. Blademaster, excellent hero all round. He's just great with that Windwalk. Windwalk allows him to be invisible as well as increased movement speed, ignoring pathing, which is an amazing feature of that ability. And to top it all off, he gets an automatic critical hit when he attacks an enemy coming out of Windwalk. So to players not too familiar with